Hi, it's Tony and Letty, Casa Esmeralda, and today I am planting bananas, but just let's take a quick run of what's growing and what I've planted and exactly what's going on. The chickens are just clucking away and they're making me, so I took some chicken mist out of here today and in the back there to fill up the banana pots, which you're going to see, and they're doing a great job. They really took the hay from really long strand pieces to really fine short hair pieces, which is really great because that's gonna, it's like it's already half composted all down. And as I said, like if you give this to chickens, you only have to wait about 2 weeks, and then this stuff in here is ready for planting. So that's great. So let's go down, install the old irrigation system in here, and this guy is up and running. Actually, we'll turn it on right now and just give it a hit today. So I put it on the orbit on station 1, and I want to run it for about 15 minutes because it's very warm here. It was 35 today, so give it a hit. If I had the farmer's water here, I could, this thing will shoot 50 meters if you have the right pressure. So, gonna try not to get the laptop here wet. And before the sprinkler comes, but there is a cucumber, like a carosello, growing in here now, as you can see right there. So there's the carosello, and there's lots more coming. I have one already in the fridge. I ate it kind of for breakfast. So I thought it was squash or some type of squash or some type of fall winter vegetable, and it turned out to be carosello cucumber seeds. So all of this is cucumber, and this is only 3 seeds, right? So this is 1 and then 2 and then 3, and there's another one there or something. So I know it's only like 3 seeds. That's it. This is out of 1 seed, and then this is growing from all these trees here that fell down, right? And I did nothing. This is no machinery or anything. I just threw the seeds and all these branches and everything like that, just by stomping on it a little bit, and created all this natural wood chips, and all these natural wood chips, and no machinery. Just throw the seeds and water a little bit and then grow. And now it's really growing. So the best is to get the sprinkler on it, and the drip. The 1 drip every 10 seconds is possibly the best thing for these ones. So get it. Whoa, don't want to get my camera wet. And then I got it on the old wagon here. I gotta turn it because, yeah, I just wanted to turn the sprinkler. I didn't want to get the camera to get wet. So that's how this works on this, and then you can wheel it around your orchard or whatever, and it sits up there and it gives you the height. So if you don't really have the water pressure, then it gives you the extra meter of distance, because for every meter that you go up, it gives you the extra meter, right? So the water pressure is really good today off the well pump. Some days I don't have really good water pressure. It just depends really on what's going on. Anyways, so coming up here, I've had the chickens, actually they've been locked up because that big wild Burmese mountain dog's been running around. but what I wanted to do is get onto the planting of the bananas. So we're in my greenhouse here. It was really hot in here today. And there we go. Just kind of put the chair in here. And then we can put the laptop on the chair like that. And I transplanted this rosemary here. See, this is a rosemary, which I really like when I'm cooking meat. Maybe I don't eat meat often, I eat like once a week. But this rosemary was only the size of my hand. I only had one branch last year, so this is exactly 1 year. And this is the manager's mother down at the olive oil mill. There's a huge rosemary bush, and she was like, take it, take it. So I was on my bicycle. I said, well, I'm gonna put this, right? So, you know, I'm only like a kilometer, about 2 kilometers away. So I just kind of held it in my hand on the bicycle, and then I put it down in here, and I put it in the back here, and I kind of forget about it over the winter time. But now it's all in here with all the other herbs and everything, the basil, the thyme, the oregano, the majoran. So I got it all together, and I got a really nice wide variety medicinal garden, eating garden of herbs. But okay, so, and then also the zucca lungo, like the long squash here in the Adriatic, they have a squash. It can grow over 1 meter long, anywhere from half a meter to 1 meter long. And then this is the bush or the tree or the vine or whatever, and I've been feeding this my own special blend of organic fertilizer every few days. And then this has been going up, and I don't know, like today, like this morning, it was like here, and it must have grown like 1 finger in a day. Just absolutely incredible. It's just going and going. And I guess the bees down there, they're like all the bees, they did all of this, right? So all the bees, they're all pollinating and everything like that, and then that's how everything grows, and all the fruiting. I was working in here, and I was thinking, should I wear it was just way too hot in here about an hour and a half ago for me to put any type on, so I did the rest. But there's only like a handful of bees down there and stuff to move things around, to move the pots around, to prep the pots. So okay, so I have the I'm gonna have to get that later. Don't worry about that now. So I have the seeds, which is the banana Argento, which is this one here. See that banana Argento? They're actually from India. And yeah, so I got these off of Amazon.it, and the story is that somebody signed for it, and they didn't know where it was, and I contacted the vendor again, and they sent me another packet for free because it arrived like a month late or something like that. So I was supposed to plant these like a month ago, but I still have the temperature in here in the greenhouse. Like I said, if you want to germinate, anywhere is between 30 and 35 degrees Celsius, right? So here I prepared today, well, let's see if I get the camera and the position I wanted, and then I crouch down, and then I plant the seeds. So in my pots here, I have my own mix, which is from the chicken house, is the prepared hay with their own chicken manure in there, and that's in the bottom. And then I have some ash from my fire pit that I put in there, and that ash is kind of like a booster. I put ash in all of these ones here, and they just took off. Like even over here, I'll show you later, maybe, is these hot peppers. And I put this ash booster in here in the hot peppers, and they did not grow for about 2 weeks, right? So they didn't grow for about 2 weeks, and then I put the ash broom in, and now they just took off, and they're just growing and growing and growing. Okay, and then on the top, over the winter time, from the chickens, I stuff a whole bag. I double bag, like a big black, one of these big black heavy duty bags. I stuff a whole bag of chicken mist and manure, and I leave it in my garage, and I put like a thing around it, and I just let the maggots and the worms or whatever goes on in there, just let it do the work, and I get this rich black type of soil, right? And this is the potting soil that you look for. This is like black gold, right? And then, so yeah. Okay, so I got now 10 seeds to grow. And let's see, they're not like really straight here, but I got 10 seeds to grow. So I think I'm gonna try to grow 10 banana trees, because I love eating bananas. I haven't eaten bananas in a month because I've had other food growing around here, and I kind of like, let's see, don't want to lose these guys. So, got my scissor. So nature always puts a coating on seeds, so you don't want to lose, you don't want to use chlorinated water and things like that, right? So, okay, so how many seeds are in here? Gotta be careful. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it comes with 10 seeds. I thought it comes, so I will do, since I have 5 pots, I think, and I'll just kind of cover that. So 5. So I will do then, well, I can do 4 a pot. Lightly cover them. I was kind of stoked yesterday. I went to the post office and I picked this up. It called me. You don't really want to handle the seeds if you got wet hands and things like that, because nature does put a coating on all the seeds, and anything like chlorine or salts or things like that will wash off that coating. And the best thing you use is a fertilized water, especially when you're germinating. I have found to use a fertilized water, a well water, or some type of water that has been sitting a long time that does not have the chlorine and the fluoride in it. Got some of the bees are buzzing around me and wondering what's going on here. And then I got one extra, and normally it has to be on a good one. Now the back one, on this back one, it won't grow as good. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I will put it, I've had very good growing right here with the fennel, so I will put it here in the middle. And I will need to transplant that one, and I will need to transplant all of them. But there you are. So banana, Argento, Musa, balbisiana, rapida, crescita. And it's written in Italian. But it came from a German company. So, okay. So we're gonna give these a try, and then I guess in 2 weeks' time, I gotta get some fertilized water, which I do have. I'll be back in a minute. So the automatic irrigation system will do the work here, but just to get the seeds a little bit started, I've had some old water laying around for a month in a blue barrel, and this is the water. When you're germinating and you're going with seed, you really want to just send it, because you really want those seeds to germinate well and things to grow well. So, and you want those seeds to stay moist and wet. And to really seed and to get down there and plant themselves. So there we go. Okay, and I've had very good growing here. I know in this area with the fennel that was here before, and all the fennel has gone into seed now, and I've pulled the seeds and put them away, and then in September I will plant those seeds, and hopefully I will get fennel in dead winter January, which I've seen here. So there you have it. Banana Argento, and they're all seeded and planted. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's kind of a relief to have some space in here. And there's actually the fennel is back here now. I put 1, 2, and 3. I had 4. So I'm holding back some of the seeds. I want these seeds to actually dry up a little bit. I want the pots to dry out a little bit because they're still wet. But one pot was dry, so I kept those seeds now. And I have some salad growing here. There's some tomatoes coming that are going here. So I have to revamp this whole greenhouse now because I have stuff growing and I have stuff fruiting already. So it's time to get the next crop going, to plant some more food. So I have a continuous food supply here. And then here are the bees. As you can see, the bees are right here. And this hive is slowly going. It was really growing, and now it's not growing at all that much. It's basically stayed the same size for the week because it was really heavy rain yesterday and windy and stormy, but still warm. So looks like one of the bees on top has died. Anyways, and then there's these are the peppers, the really hot Italian hot peppers, which I really love to make with garlic, olive oil, and salt. And as I said, I had the ash booster from my fire pit, and I put that in here because I didn't know what type of fertilizer I'm going to put in here. Because you can have, if everything works out, you could have peppers in a month. And so I don't want to put organic fertilizer in here and then it's still all stinky like manure or something. So anyway, but this is one pepper. So this is a different one. This is actually the one I grew these from seed. And then some of these ones here, they were given to me. And they were just like little. And some of them I did grow from seed, but this one is a different variety, and this was the really, really hot one. And so this was the one that really seemed to grow really well. And it is fruiting or flowering here, so I want to be careful with the watering so the bees pollinate that, and then I get some food. So I don't want to water the flowers. I want to sort of water down by the bottom there. So there we go. And then these are the big Roma. These are the nice sauce tomatoes, which I'll make a nice pasta with those ones. And then this is all the stuff from last year still, from the Austrian mountain cabbage, the lemongrass, and then all the medicinal herbs, the aloe vera, and now the squash, the long spaghetti squash, or as they say, zucca lungo. So, and it's really grabbing onto my greenhouse and just growing. And I just saw some ants here today, so I do have to get some chickens in here, and the chickens will do the work, and I'm hoping they won't eat that up overnight. And if that doesn't work, I'm gonna have to go to neem oil, and I don't want to use the neem if it's or just before the fruiting stage. I want to use only the neem oil when it's, you know, when it's just starting or something like that. But I don't think it's gonna, or I rip the leaf off like as the chickens have done here. The chickens have ripped this off and they've ripped this off here, so it becomes very hard for the ants to eat it. So that's one option, is to rip the leaves off, and then the ants don't have very much to eat. And the cucumbers, so this is the green cucumber, or like the regular, not the long English cucumber, but sort of in that variety of the long cucumber. And so I like to eat this more in the fall, and then that one down there I like to eat that one in the summer because it's more sweet. And then this one I like to have with the paprika. And then the tomatoes are also coming along here, and some of the zucchini and the beans have kind of held back. I don't know why it's not growing very much. Maybe it needs some more fertilizer. And then the potato tower is going well. So I'm on filling hay now 3 times here, and the potatoes are, I put my hand down there the other day and there was a whole bunch of potatoes I could feel just growing and stuff like that. It was pretty cool. And then I have this, and this will just keep going and going, and as a tuber, and I'm hoping to get a second tower on here, and then maybe this will grow like 2 meters high as like the zucca lungo there. So, and then the melon is kind of holding itself back. I've added lots of fertilizer here. Maybe it's too much fertilizer, I don't know. So organic fertilizer, I don't use chemical or herbicides or anything like that. I only grow organic. I don't use any chemicals or anything where I grow. And to deal with the ants, I first try with my chickens, and if the chickens don't take care of it, then I add the neem oil. So okay, I also in the last week here I installed the irrigation system, and I'm going to do another video on the irrigation system, but some of the back garden here is up and running and gone, so that's another video. So maybe sometimes this week. So I'm having a little problem with the irrigation connection from the garden hose, and I have to get to a garden center to buy a 2-3 euro part for the connection to the irrigation hose. And also the chicks are starting to hatch from the incubator, and I gotta get these guys now inside under light because it's getting chilly. They seem to like it at 35 degrees Celsius is nice for them. 30 degrees Celsius, and now it's evening time and it's starting to drop below 30. So I've had a few that have not made it, but these are the strong ones. So it looks all good. There are Italians. These ones look Italian here, which are the brown, and then the black ones are the Australorp. And then I haven't figured out what these white ones are, or if it's a cross, because Hansi the rooster has been doing birds and bees with an Italian hen, and he's an Italian hen, and he's been doing birds and bees with an Australorp, and he's an Italian sort of thing. So crossbreeding Australorp Italians, which is kind of interesting, which the Australorp is a smaller hen than the Italian, and the Italian grows a bigger egg. But these ones, and then I heard on the incubator there's some more coming, so kind of cool. And Simona is in heat, so we gotta find a way to get her to a vet and get her sterilized, and the vet is on vacation, which is a real bummer. And it's summertime, hot, and they don't do a lot of sterilization operations until September, so I have to kind of supervise her and keep her on a leash. And I want her to run, but I take her for walks daily, at least a few walks, and she walks with me, and then after dinner we go for a long walk. So that's about it for now. This is Tony Alati Casa Esmeralda. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for those who have liked and subscribed. Thank you, and put some comments below. And I hope I've inspired you to do some gardening or just get outside and get outdoors and have a nice time. So thank you very much and have a nice day. Bye for now.